Ivania online? Okay, what about them, Ivania? Adya, Charisha, Joanna, are they going to attend? Sure, okay. See, shares and dividends, students. Shares is when you open a company, we need some investment. That investment we call it as capital. Not investment. Yes, we need some money to run a business. Whatever business we open, we need some money. That money is known as capital. Capital is the overall investment. Okay, before starting a company, overall investment. Fine. Next, in capital, assume there is the one who's going to start. The total investment is 10,000. Right. The total investment is, or I'll keep it as 1,000. The total investment required to start a company is rupees 1,000. Okay, so A and B. A wants to start a company, but he doesn't have 1,000. He has only 500 with him. So how much more he requires to start the company? How much more amount is required? Other 500 is required. So he doesn't have 500 with him. What he does is this 500 he'll ask others. Others. So what he'll tell, instead of giving it for free, this 500 for free, will convert in terms of shares. Shares are small parts. Okay, small parts. For example, if this is the entire company, if this is the entire company worth 1,000, the owner has 500. Half of this company, or just assume this as a chocolate, a piece of chocolate. Half of the chocolate is taken by A. Another half, someone has to purchase another half. So what they do is this 500, you need 500, that they'll split into different parts. Whoever wants to invest can invest and buy. This small parts, whatever they divide, the remaining part we call it as shares. Okay, that is what you call shares. Shares are, it's a small unit of the whole capital. Small units. Now, what I would do is, as a owner, what A would do is, the remaining 500, it will divide this into 100 shares. Shares is 100. So it will plan to split this. This entire 1,000, it will plan to split into 100 shares. Okay, entire cost, students, whatever cost is required. So as a owner, it will divide this into 100 shares. So how much is each share? What's the total amount? 1,000 divided by each share. Each share is 100. So what is the value of each share? Yes, you have to understand all these concepts. See, solving only textbook questions will not help. Even you try to memorize or mug up 1,000 questions and solve, it's of no use. You should understand the concept. Okay, so two zeros gets cancelled. What's the value of one share? One share is rupees 10. So before starting the company, Lemula, are you concentrating? Mariana, Lemula, Naomi? Before starting a company, students, whatever we quote, the owner quotes, this is known as nominal value, initial value, because he still didn't enter into the market. Fine. When it comes to shares and dividend, the meaning of market is it's like a shop. Fine. We still didn't enter into market. Before entering into market, whatever price we set, we call it as nominal value, face value. Then what are the other names given? Nominal value, face value, par value. Nominal value, face value, par value. Yes, only these three things. Okay, or value on certificate. Certificate is you need some documents. Before starting the company, you need to have documents. So in the document, each share is rupees 10. Value on document or value on certificate. So these are some names which they would mention. Nominal value, face value, par value, value on certificate. These are the values. So you have to consider nominal value, face value, or par value before starting a company. Before starting, it is fixed. This value will never change. Remember, before starting, whatever you set, this value will never change. It is fixed. Okay. Now next, each share is rupees 10. Each share is rupees 10. The owner invests 500. If each share is rupees 10, how many shares does the owner buy? How many shares does he buy, students? No. Number of shares. How many shares does he buy? So 500 divided by this 10. See how complicated it looks to calculate all these things. How many shares he buys? 50 shares. He buys 50 shares. Okay. I mean, not buys 50 shares. He has 50 shares with him. So total, how many shares are there, students? What's the total? Before starting the company, how many shares? 100 shares are there, right? 100 share. Each share is rupees 10. So as a owner, he invests 500 and he takes 50 shares with him. 50 shares he takes. So how many shares are left? Or how many parts are left? Parts of company. Another 50 is left. This 50, yeah. How many of this one? People they want, they can buy it. Investors. That is what you call them as investors. Those who invest in your business. You call investor or shareholders. Investors. Here in your syllabus, they have turned as shareholders because you hold a part of shareholders. Fine. So this is how the company works. First, they'll estimate the investment required. Then they'll split that into different shares or different parts. Okay, different parts. The same concept we use it in share market. Online there are share markets, right? This is the same topic concept we use. So share and dividend. Here you'll have to remember four concepts. First one is capital. The meaning of capital is the entire overall amount required to start a business. Overall investment is capital. Okay, to start a business or to run a company. To run a company, capital. Next, share. Shares are small parts. So you should remember what is capital. Capital is the overall investment. Then shares. Shares are parts of the whole capital is divided into small parts. That is known as share. So one who buys the share, we call it as shareholder. Okay, investment or shareholder. We call them as investors or shareholders. Next. Now, initially, before starting a company, students, we call it as nominal value. Whatever price you set for each share, whatever price you set, nominal value, face value, par value. These are the names given. Then, once you start the company, if the company is going in profit or if the company is going in loss, nominal value is fixed. The names for this is fixed value. Fixed. It will never change. Okay, now you got the investment, everything is done. They have said the company it's running well. If it's running well, you will definitely have a profit. That profit you call it as dividend. Okay, dividend is the annual profit. Sometimes they will mention the word dividend or annual profit. It is calculated on yearly basis, not monthly, yearly basis. Every 1 year they calculate dividend or annual profit. Okay, so if the company is in profit, all the shareholders will get a part of this. That is what you call it as dividend. Fine. So that is what we call it as dividend. It's just an annual profit each and every shareholder gets. That is one point to remember. Next, market value. So face value is done. Market value is nothing but as per the company's profit and loss, the value of each share will keep fluctuating. That is known as market value. Now, for example, what I mentioned here, 50 shares were left, 50 shares. What I do is, in the 50 share, I buy 10 shares. How much is each share? What did I mark yesterday? Each share is how much? Rupees 10. So how much I would have paid? To buy 10 share, how much I would have paid? How much I would have paid to buy 10 share? Each share is 10 rupees. So 10 into 10 is 100. So I would have paid 100. Once the company is running successfully, what the investors would do, they will quote it. If 10 share is, one share is 10 rupees, they will quote one share as 12 rupees. 12. Now, how many shares, actual share do I hold? How many shares I hold in this company? 10. How much did I pay initially? How much did I pay? I paid 100. Now each share has become rupees 12. Now what's the total value I have? 10 into 12. Is it 100 or 120? 120. So this is my profit. This is the concept of shares and dividend. So share is nothing but the parts which you own in a company. Dividend is nothing but the profit. See, this is how we calculate. So my overall profit, if I'm selling all the shares, I'm getting rupees 20 extra. Okay, so when this 100 which I paid when the company started, before the company started, I paid 100. Once the company starts, after profit 120, I can sell it to others. If someone wants to buy whatever shares I have, if I want to leave this company, I can sell it. I'm selling it for 120. Okay, I can sell my entire shares and I can leave the company. If the other person wants to buy, he can pay 120 and buy this 10 shares. Think B, a person B student. The company has already started. He can't get it for 10 rupees. Remember this. Whoever wants to join, he can't get it for this 10. He has to buy it for 120. Because when the company started, he didn't join. Okay, so after profit, if he wants to join, he has to pay 120. That is the current price, market price. That is what you call it as MV, market value. Market value is the current value. It can increase or decrease. Fine. Next. So if the company is increasing, fine. If the company is performing well, we can increase. Next. As I told you, I have 10 shares. Each share was rupees 10. So I have invested rupees 100. Yeah. Now the company is not performing well. It's going under loss. So the entire board members or the entire committee will discuss the market value. They'll bring it down so that they need new investors. If the company is not running well, they will obviously reduce the market value. Instead of 10 rupees, they'll make it 8. Okay. Now, how many shares I have? I have 10 shares. If I want to sell, what's the amount I'll get, students? 100 or what? What's the amount I'll get? 10 shares into how much is each share? 8. So, what's the amount I'll get? 80. Is it a profit or loss? Staying in this company. It's a loss for me. 20 rupees loss. So, imagine a new person wants to join B. B doesn't have to pay 10. Remember, B will not never pay nominal value because the company is already started. B will never pay nominal. It should always go with the market value. If any new person, if any new investors want to join, they should always go with the market value. Remember this concept. Now from here I'll continue. So what I did, initially I had 100, the company was going under loss. Then I was not interested in this company. Okay, so what I thought, if I stay in this company again, I'll be losing major share. So this 80, I invested 100, then my returns were just 80. This 80 I'm going to invest in another company. Okay, if I want to join another company, students, which is already started, if I want to join this 80, I should buy according to the market value. Okay, whether me, you, whoever wants to buy. If the company is already started, you can't buy according to nominal value. Remember that. Okay, if the company is already started, I should go according to their market value. Fine. That is one option. If not, I can take this 80 rupees. Whoever is starting new company, if they're starting new company, then I can go along, then I can buy according to their nominal value. Remember this concept. Okay, they'll clearly mention in the question. If the company is already started, you can't buy according to nominal value. You should go according to market value. Okay, you should buy according to the market. We should pay the market value price there. Market values price. Is this clear? Did you understand the difference? What is nominal value, market value, shares, dividend, investment? Any doubts in this? Lemula, Tanishka, DHV? Okay. Face value, nominal value, students. It is fixed. As I told, it is fixed. But market value depends on three things. It can increase, be the same, or decrease. If it increases, you call at premium. Market value is also known as, you have to call it as at premium or above par. See, nominal value, face value, or par value. All these are nothing but cost of one share. Cost of one share. Before the company starts, remember, while registering, cost of one share. So if the company performs well, it increases, market value increases. So the formula is at premium or above par. Above par. Next, one is more, one is equal to. See, increase meaning is more. Next, same. For same, it is equal to, we call it as at par. Okay, next, decrease. When the value decreases, less than symbol. You call it as at discount or below par. At discount or below par. These are the three options, three values you should remember. All these three are dependent, related to market value. These three. For example, market value. For example, imagine one share is rupees 100. Initially, before the company starts, one share is 100. So market value, they'll give you market value as 10% increase or 10% or 10% above par or 10% at premium. They will not give you directly market value, students. We have to find it. Sometimes they might give, sometimes they won't. We have to find that. So these are the words they mentioned: 10% increase, 10% above par, 10% at premium. Make a note of this. All of you will make a note of these words: at premium, above par. Sometimes they might say increase, decrease. Nominal value, face value will not change. Market value keeps fluctuating. Market value keeps fluctuating. Fluctuating is changing from time to time. Fluctuating. Very quick. After two, I'll conduct. Done. Okay. Now market nominal value is 100, students. Market value, they have given the statement. How will you find market value? 10% increase. So 10% of nominal value. How will you convert this? Percentage. How will you write percentage? 10 divided by into what is nominal value? So 10% increase or decrease? 10% increase or decrease? Increase, right? So what's the answer, student? Yes, what's the answer? 100 plus rupees 10. What will be the nominal value, market value now of each share? 110. So increase, decrease, at premium. Sometimes they'll mention at par. At par is equal. If nominal value is 100, even market value also will be 100. This is the meaning of at par. The words decrease, discount, below par. Sometimes they'll give percentage or sometimes directly cost. See, nominal value is equals to 100 and at 10% discount. This is how the statement will be. Nominal value is 100 at 10% discount. What do you mean by 10% discount? How do you calculate 10% discount? Will you add or subtract? You have to add or subtract to discount. Subtract. So remember this concept. Take direct nominal value 100 minus 10 divided by 100 into 100. Okay, I think 100 you'll get confused. I'll write nominal value as 500. So each share is 500. If it is discount, market value will be actual 500 minus 10% of 500. 10 divided by 100 into 500. So 500 minus 50. What is 500 minus 50? 450. What is the market value now? 450. Is this concept clear? How to calculate market value? Did you understand? Market value. Okay, that's it. Next. After all the concepts are done, students. Now, main thing is statement wise. They will not tell you directly, they won't give market value, nominal value, dividend, nothing like that. So they'll give a statement like this. 280, rupees 100 shares. I'll start from the beginning. Rupees 100 shares at 50. At 150. Rupees 100 shares at a premium. At a premium of rupees 15. Rupees 100 shares at a premium of at a discount of at a discount of 10%. So this is how they'll give you rupees 100. Fine, like this. These are the statements. To look at the statement. 50, rupees 100 shares at 150. This is the statement. So in the first question, what does this 50 stand for? This 50 stands for number of shares we purchase. Remember that. Next. Whenever share word along with share whatever comes, that is the nominal value. How much is each? What's the nominal value of each share? Yes. So nominal value is equals to 100 or face value is equals to 100. At 150. What do you mean by at 150? The word at stands for market value. Market value 150. This they have given directly. Tell me the second one, students. For second one, number of shares is equals to what? 50. Nominal value is 100. At premium of 150 rupees is given. If it is premium, will you add or subtract? Add. So market value is 100 plus 15 is 150. Tell me the third one. See, if you just write 15, that is wrong. Market value is not 15. Premium meaning you have to add. You have to add with nominal value. Next one. Third part, discount, students. How do you calculate discount? Market value is equals to take the nominal value 150. Do you add or subtract for discount? Do you add or subtract? Subtract 10 divided by 100 is 150. 0, 0 gets cancelled. 150 minus 15. So what will be the market value? 135. This is how they'll give statement. 50 shares, rupees 100 share at a discount. The meaning of rupees 100 share is rupees 100 per share. The meaning of this is rupees 100 per share. Per meaning is for every share the cost is 100. Nominal value or market value. Fine. Now where do we use all these formulas? There are three formulas you'll have to remember. The first one is dividend. Dividend. What is dividend also known as? What is dividend also known as? Annual income, right? Dividend is also known as annual income, or sometimes they'll just mention an income. Dividend is also known as annual income of a shareholder. Remember, for annual income, we always take face value. Face value into number of shares. Into. Whenever dividend is given, students, they will also give rate to calculate dividend. So dividend is the annual income or profit. Annual income or annual profit you call income or profit. Remember all these words. They might ask you to find dividend, they'll ask you to find profit, or they'll ask you to find annual income or just income. There's only one formula for that. Face value, nominal value, or nominal value into number of shares into rate of dividend. Rate of dividend. They will definitely give you some percentage. 5% or 10% rate of dividend. All of you are online, right? Lemula, Naomi, Mariana. Okay, next. Dividend is done. Next one is investment. Investment is the amount you need. We also call it as sale proceeds. Take down these words. This is always calculated on market value. Market value into number of shares. Number of. Yeah, write down this, students. Make a note of this. Market value into number of shares. Number of shares. See, in order to avoid confusion, there are only two things: market value, nominal value. When we talk about share, only market value, nominal value. Look, investment, remember this M. In investment, there is a word M, so it is market value. You should remember it like this. If not, you'll get confused. And we don't multiply into rate of dividend. Rate of dividend is not required. Just market value into number of shares is required. Shares. Next, the last one is yield rate or rate of interest. Yield rate or rate of return. Sorry, rate of return. Yield rate, rate of return on investment, or money is worth, total worth. Whatever you invested, After 1 or 2 years, if you want to see the total worth, you have to always go with the yield rate or yield percentage. We call it as yield rate or rate of return. So remember all these words. Rate of return is nothing but just take these two students. Take the dividend, whatever you get for dividend, divided by investment into 100. Investment into 100. These three formulas are important. Make a note of this. Dividend, investment, yield rate. In that, I've explained what is face value, number of, what do you mean by shares, what is rate of dividend, what is market value, how to calculate market value. Then yield rate. Yield rate is nothing but you should definitely have two things. One dividend and the other one is investment. Okay, even in this one you should remember the formula. Yield rate or this is dividend. See, dividend is smaller. When you compare the words, dividend is smaller, investment word is bigger. So dividend will be in the numerator. Numerator divided by denominator. All of you have completed? I will made a note. Okay, dividend by investment into 100. Fine. Take 5 minutes break. We'll continue at 11:35. So 1:35. Okay, shall we start solving the questions? All of you online? Okay, fine. 3, 6. Dividend, investment. Okay, dividend. Only for dividend we use rate of dividend, percentage. Remember, entire thing in all the questions, students, wherever percentage is given, that is always for rate of dividend. At 15%, at 30%. Okay, I'll tell you the difference when to use for rate of dividend and when to use it for market value. First question. Look at this. Find the market value of 350. So total how many shares are given? 100 shares at premium. Look at the statement and tell me 350 shares. What is nominal value? Nominal value is 100. Premium of rupees 8. What do you mean by premium, students? Let me write number of shares first. Write it like this. Number of shares is equals to 350. Then what is nominal value or market value? Face value? 100. Then how do you calculate market value, students? Market value is premium of rupees 8. So what's the value? 100 plus 8 is 108. If you want, you show the calculation or you can directly write 108. Find the market value of this. See, market value of one share is 108. What's the total market value? How many shares are there? Total how many shares are there? Yes. So you have to calculate the total. They have asked the market value. The meaning of market value is total market value, total. Okay, total cost. So what? How will you calculate total, students? If one value is 108, total we have 350 shares. Calculate this. Is this clear? Did you understand? All of you completed. Try even the next one. Discount is given. See, concentrate on these chapters, students. All this are easy. There are a few tough chapters. Circles, tangent, volume. All those are tough. You'll get 37,008. The answer is 37,800 rupees. 37,800. Remember, market value, nominal value, dividend, investment. All these are rupees. Everything is rupees except number of shares. Number of shares are unit, not rupees. It is unit. This is how you have to write step by step. Try the next one. 240, 50, discount 75. See, for number of shares, I'll write NOS. You all write it in full, complete sentence. NOS stands for number of shares. 240. Face value, market value is 50. I mean, market face value, nominal value is 50. Market value discount 50 minus 5, 45. So total market value. Total market value is equals to number of shares 240 into 45. Calculate. Done? Completed? Okay. In the same question, students, what if I ask investment? How do you calculate investment? M is given here. Do you use market value or nominal value? Tell me. Market value. Market value into what? Into number of? Is the market value here? 108. Number of shares is 350. You will still get the total market value. Total market value is nothing but investment. Investment is also known as sales proceed. Sales proceed. Okay. So remember these two important concepts. Investment is calculated on market price. Dividend or annual income is calculated on face value, nominal value. Next question. Lemula, did you understand? Naomi Lemula, have you completed? And this question, 12% dividend. Can you see along with the word dividend, 12% is given? So what do you take this as, students? You have to take it as rate of dividend. Okay. Read the sentence from the first line itself. Try to pick the words. Find what? What do you have to find? Annual income is also known as what? Dividend slash annual income. I'll write AI. Okay. See, in board exam, they can give it, they can ask her anyway. They can ask her to find dividend, annual income, or just income. Fine. We need dividend or annual income. What's the formula? First, write the formula. If dividend is given or annual income is given, do we use market value or face value? Which value we use? We use nominal value or face value, right? Yes, I write it as nominal value or face value. Into what? Number of shares. Into rate of dividend. This is the formula. Use this formula, find the answer. Tell me number of shares in this question. What is the number of shares, students? Number of shares is 450. What is nominal value or face value? 25. Rate of dividend. So I'm writing everything in short. I want you all to write using the complete sentence, entire word. So rate of dividend is 12%. Completed. Substitute here. So annual income is equals to 450 into 25 into 12% is 12 divided by 100. Kanishka and DSC, are you solving it in the questions? completed. All of you, what's the answer you got? 25 1. See, start cancelling it directly. Then stop using 2 times, 3 times table. 25. 25 ones are 25 fours are. 4 ones are 4 threes are. 450 into 3 is 1000. 1350 is the answer. Yes. 1350. Next one. Look at this question. Read this. A man wants to buy how many shares? A man wants to buy 600 shares, right? Man wants to buy 600 shares available at 125. Tell me the nominal value, market value here. Be quick, students. What's nominal value? And par value. Having par value 100. What do you mean by that? Yes. So have they told here increase, decrease, anything? So at par. The meaning of par value is at par. So market value is equals to 100. You shouldn't decrease or increase, students. Having the par value rupees 100. No, no, sorry. What is par value? Par value is nominal value or market value? Yes. Par value meaning is nominal value. So nominal value is 100 at 125. What do you mean by available at 125? Market value is 125. Here, this is how they frame the question. Available at. Remember this word, students. The word at. Whenever you get the word at, it is market value. Is this concept clear? Shall we start solving the question? All of you understood? Okay, third main first one. Investment. How much he wants to invest? What is the formula for investment? What's the formula for investment, students? There is M. In investment, there is M. Market value into number of shares. Market value is 125 into 600. Then calculate the dividend, annual income, rate of dividend is given. That's not the answer. You have to calculate. Okay, write it step by step. Just don't scribble. Don't write it like this. NOS, MB, all these things. NB and MB is fine, students. Market value, nominal value is fine. Number of shares, write it full. Investment, write it full. What's the answer for investment? Next. Annual income. Third one I'll solve. Third part I'll solve. What is annual income? Be quick. Rate of dividend is given 8%. 8% rate of dividend. So annual income or dividend is same. Annual income is nominal value into number of shares into rate of dividend. 100 into number of shares is 600 into 8 divided by 100. 20 gets cancelled. What's the answer you got? 4800? Yes, correct. Shall we try the third part? All of you completed this? 4800, 7000, 75,000. 4800, 75,000. Third part. See, it's a separate question. There are chances of giving such questions, students, for board exam. The third part is he wants to increase his annual income by 800. So what's his annual income at present? What's his annual income? What is his annual income at present? Can you unmute and tell me what's the annual income we got? 4,800. So at present annual income is 4,800. He wants to increase. Increase by how much? So what is the increased annual income? Tell me the increased annual income now. 4,800 plus. That is 5,000. So your second annual income is not given. Indirectly they have told increased. His annual income is increased by 800, which means 5,600. How many extra shares should he buy? Now, with respect to annual income, students, with respect to annual income, how many shares he has to buy? That's the question asked. This one. So, with respect to this, they've asked how many ratios. So, what you do, use the income formula. What is annual income formula we have? Tell me the annual income. Nominal value into number of shares into rate of dividend. Here the twist is annual income we have to use 5,600. What's the value of annual income given? What's the value? 5,600. So remember, don't take 800. We don't take 800. You take 5,600. Based on this 5,600, what's the nominal value? In the beginning, what did I tell? Nominal value will increase or decrease. Will it remain constant or fluctuate? Nominal value remains the same. So you can use the nominal value for all the parts of the question. Nominal value will never change. So nominal value is 100. Number of share. This is not the number of share. You have to find the new number. So write as it is, number of share. Rate of dividend will be same. What is rate of dividend? From the previous question, what is rate of dividend here? 8 by 100. That's it. Rate of dividend is 8 by 100. Calculate nominal number of shares. 100 gets cancelled. Number of share is equals to 5,600 divided by 700. So 700 is not the new. Already how much he had? Already how many shares he had? So what's the new share? What is asked here? What is asked here? How many? Yes, not the total share. How many extra shares? So from 600 to 700, what's the extra shares he has to purchase? Yes, that's it. Extra shares. If you write 700, wrong, students, you will get 0 for that. Extra share is equals to 700 minus 600 is 100. So read the question properly. They haven't asked us what is the total share purchase. They've given the word extra. For extra, you have to find the meaning of extra is difference. You have to find the difference. That's it. Is this clear? All of you understood? Any doubts in this? 100 shares. 800 number of shares. See, all these are same formulas. We just learned three formulas. Based on the three formulas, we are solving it. That's it. Try the next one, last one. Remaining we'll do it tomorrow. A man invest. What is invest, students? What should I take this 22,500 as? What should I consider that? Investment. Very good. Investment is how much? Last question. I want all of you to respond. Investment is 22,500 in 50 shares. Along with shares, whatever value comes, what do you consider that? Along with shares, whatever value is given, we consider it as nominal value. Nominal value is 50. At 10% discount, you all find the market value. Dividend is given, find all the questions. Number of shares, annual dividend rate. Calculate market value if the dividend paid is rate of dividend. Just calculate market value and tell me. I'll tell you how to find number of shares. Remaining questions you all can complete. 55. If you calculate for discount, 10% discount, 50 minus, yes, 50 minus 10 by 100 into 50, or 50 into 10 by 100, two zeros. So that is equals to 45. All of you all got 45? Okay, now number of shares, students. See, there is no separate formula for number. There are three separate formulas for number of share, but you'll get confused. You'll definitely get confused. I'll tell you. Can you tell me once again? Can you tell me dividend formula? All of you will unmute and answer dividend or annual income. What's the formula? Hmm. Into shares into rate of dividend. But what's the formula where nominal number of shares is given? Investment in number of shares. So in which two formulas you get number of shares? In which two formulas? So from here, remember whether dividend is given or investment is given. Use these formulas to extract number of shares. Now tell me this question: what is given? Investment is given or dividend? Investment is given. So which formula can we use here to take rate of dividend? I mean number of shares. Investment formula. What is investment formula? M is given here. M. Market value into number of shares. In this investment is given. What is investment? 22,500. What is market value? Market value 45. Through this, are we getting number of shares? There are separate formulas, students. If I teach, you'll definitely get confused. So study, learn like this. Complete this and find the other two. Be quick, we'll end the class.
Welcome to IDFC Trust Bank. For loan-related queries,
So if you want to find number of shares, investment divided by market value. 22,500 divided by 45. Number of share is 500. Find the other two. Okay, annual dividend rate of interest. Use the formula and calculate it, students. Try it for homework. Will you all complete it? Yeah, annual dividend, use dividend formula. Annual dividend, annual income, dividend, meaning is same. Rate of return. What's the formula for rate of return? What's the formula for rate of return? Yes, here. I've written it here. Where is it? Okay, I think I've erased it. Correct. Dividend divided by investment into 100. That is annual income. Rate of returns. Rate of return or that's it. Rate of return. Along with this, see, try this one question. Where is it? Can you see this question? Where is rate of return? Man bought 350, 20%. Okay, this is two questions together. I'll teach all this. Two questions together. So what we are solving is just one question, students. You'll have three types of question. One question, the next question, next type is where two or three questions will be merged together. Okay, so fine.